Wendy Williams has humiliated Kevin Hunter live on air after Kevin Hunter went broke because she didn't have to pay him anymore, and it is hilarious. Since their divorce, Hunter's only source of income has been the alimony payment she received. Williams thinks it's hilarious that Hunter lost all his money and has been making fun of him for it.
Cocoa color right there.
The cocoa's pretty.
There's something about
That's
that.
nice. I'm always spray tanning, so
Pots
no
and
one knows.
pans, I'm not cooking anymore.
Well, somebody can cook for you, Wendy.
Particularly when it comes to her private life, Wendy Williams is notorious for her frankness and biting wit. Hence, it should come as no surprise that, now that she is no longer required to pay alimony to her ex-husband Kevin Hunter, she finds it extremely funny. Love the shade Wendy Williams threw at her husband today. During Trendy at Wendy, Wendy saw pots and pans and said, "Pots and pans. I'm not cooking anymore." Then she looked right into the camera, and if looks could kill, Kevin would be DOA. Hashtag Wendy Williams, hashtag Wendy Williams Show. Wendy has won her battle against her ex-husband Kevin Hunter, who will no longer get alimony payments from her after the judge's ruling, and she has looked a lot better for it, being spotted out and about. Wendy has always previously talked about recovering from the whole thing and restarting her life with a new podcast, although its premiere date currently remains up in the air.
You know, I've got enough money to do something else. And what I've never done, podcasts.
In 2019, Williams filed for divorce from her husband of 21 years, citing infidelity and cruelty. Reports continued to surface that Hunter had a kid with his long-standing alleged mistress Sharina Hudson after his marriage to Williams had already ended. According to reports, Sharina Hudson is also thinking about leaving Kevin after he was denied a motion to reinstate his alimony payments, which is maybe even funnier news for Wendy. Hunter, the ex-husband of talk show star Wendy Williams, reportedly faces homelessness, and Hudson is reportedly tired of the relationship's financial instability. Sources close to the couple say that Hudson is worried about her own future without Hunter's financial assistance. Others have speculated that this is the beginning of the end for the long-term couple. What will develop in their relationship is something only time can reveal. As previously revealed by Page 6, a New Jersey judge has dismissed Hunter's request that the former talk show host continues her payments totaling $250,000 per month. The crux of Hunter's complaint was that he had lost control of his finances after the alimony check stopped. The Sun reports that a New Jersey judge has determined that after Williams and Hunter's divorce is finalized in January 2020, Williams' financial guardian is not obligated to continue paying Hunter alimony checks. When they divorced, Hunter was given a monthly stipend and a portion of the proceeds from the sale of the mansion in Livingston, New Jersey, that they formerly owned together. The judge labeled Hunter's request for continued alimony after the check stopped flowing in February 2022 as not emergent, further ordering the application to be dismissed without prejudice. Additionally, the judge also ruled that Wendy wouldn't be on the hook for Kevin's legal fees. According to Hunter, the checks came to a halt in February 2022, reportedly after the host suffered from several health issues. "I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to homeowners associations, and I'm behind on that bill," read his file obtained by the U.S. Sun. The 50-year-old said his ex-wife's paused payments have greatly affected his life and that he also is behind on his car insurance and credit card payments. If the homeowners association fees are not paid, foreclosure will soon follow, Kevin said in his pleading to the court about the home he shares with his baby mama and their love child. "My car insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not receiving monthly severance payments. I'm behind on credit card payments because I have no money since the severance payments were suspended," Kevin continued in his filing. "The fact that I am unable to sustain my life and pay my bills in order is extremely emergent to me," he wrote. Many fans celebrated this win for Williams, suggesting Hunter should think about applying for jobs instead of relying on his ex-wife's income. This verdict is good news for Williams' bank account, but Hunter still has the option of taking the issue to mediation, where a neutral third party would be asked to facilitate a reasonable resolution between the parties as quickly as possible. Apparently, the judge mandated binding arbitration or some other form of conflict settlement between Williams and Hunter, as reported by the United States Sun. The judge apparently had a different take on the situation since he or she ruled against Hunter's crisis. The 58-year-old explained her reluctance to talk about the breakup during a Hot Topic segment on her highly rated daytime talk show. "Everybody has things in their life that they're not ready to share with the world," she said at the time. Plans for a comeback podcast where Williams said she would make more money than she did on her talk show have seemingly stalled. According to those with knowledge of the issue, nearly everyone who relied on Williams has betrayed her. TV execs who reportedly profited off her talk program are reportedly making fun of her behind her back and talking trash to one another, as reported by Radar Online. Sources say Wendy's former friends have abandoned her after enduring months of the 58-year-old professional gabber's unhinged behavior that ultimately led to losing her show in June. Now the recovering addict's only companions are paid staff who are waging a desperate effort to keep her clean and sober, insiders dished. When you're happy, the world grins with you. When you're sad, you cry alone. And this is exactly Wendy's experience. The people who used to care about her are ignoring her now that she's in distress. She broke down in tears as she described the abuse she endured at the hands of her ex-spouse, and the cold shoulder she's received from others since then can't be comforting. All the people who hung on to her when she was on top as a daytime diva had headed for the hills and don't even answer her phone calls anymore, snitched a source. Worse, industry insiders said Wendy's plans to mount a chat show comeback are being met with outward silence and private laughter by TV execs who believe her off-the-rails behavior, including multiple rehab stints, embarrassing public episodes, and unexcused absences, has made her toxic and unemployable. Recently, we found out that she is a survivor of sexual assault and has battled substance abuse. In addition, the Dancing with the Stars star said she received endless calls from well-wishers when she revealed she had had 2 miscarriages before giving birth to her son in 2000. You'd be surprised how many women opened up and said, "Oh my gosh, Wendy, that happened to me. I would get stopped in the streets." It really became very soothing for me to feel like my loss was able to help other people not feel embarrassed, not feel ugly or less than a woman. Throughout the season, Williams' purple chair was filled with a variety of A-listers serving as guest hosts. At the beginning of last year, it was announced that Williams would not be returning to her talk program of the same name. Former radio presenter Wendy Williams missed 3 weeks of The Wendy Williams Show in 2018 owing to her battle with Graves' illness and hyperthyroidism. Wendy's doctor recommended 3 weeks of bed rest to help her body readjust to the new dosage of medicine. Deborah Mercury decided to replace The Wendy Williams Show with a new talk show starring Sherry Shepherd after 13 years on the air. While Williams was out of the office, the latter served as a regular fill-in host. Shepherd acknowledged Williams' many years in the television industry on the series finale of their daytime chat show. "Because there is nobody like Wendy Williams," Shepherd said. From her days on the radio to ruling daytime talk for 13 seasons, Wendy earned her title as the queen of all media. If you think about it, Wendy Williams changed daytime talk with her unique take, her one-of-a-kind celebrity interviews, the signature Ask Wendy segments, and of course, y'all, her famous How You Doin'. Absolutely. And I want to say, Miss Wendy, you are an icon and you are loved by so many, so many. Wendy seems to be making an effort to progress despite the repeated obstacles in her way. In the midst of New York Fashion Week last night, Wendy Williams made her return to the scene in style. The 58-year-old media maverick, who had been in hiding since the cancellation of her talk program in 2022, made an appearance at the Daniels Leather event. The Instagram user at Shalean and posted a video of the TV star as she exited her car, presumably taken by the paparazzi. Wendy wore a black bodysuit and a Gucci belt and a New York hat that were both quite fashionable. The broadcaster topped off her striking outfit with a pink fluffy coat that reached the floor, giving New Yorkers significant fashion goals. William Selby, Wendy's manager, was seen lurking in the background. Williams sat front row at the Daniels Leather fashion show and appeared to be in high spirits the entire time. The celebrity said, feeling fab in the caption of an Instagram photo she took during the event. "Thanks for watching the video. Goodbye."